Hey guys, welcome to the March 2023 monthly reset video. In this video, I'll be going through my budget for February, my budget for March. Then I'll also be talking about the things that have happened in February, things that I'm expecting and planning to do in the month of March. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Hi, my name is Miranda, and on this channel I share everything personal finance. I cover budgeting, saving and investing. If these topics are of interest to you, then please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get in today's video. So we are going to reset for the month of March 2023. I do have my trusted planner here, my Legend planner, where I will be going through the month of February, exactly what happened, reflecting on that month. Then we will go to the plans that I have so far made for the month of March. And also another important thing is because obviously end of March will be the end of the first quarter of 2023. So I'll be looking at the goals that I have for 2023 and see how I am doing with those goals as we come to the month of March, the final month of the first quarter. So first things first, this is what my calendar looks like. I don't know if you can really see it because it's quite bright. Yes, so this is my calendar in my Legend planner. It's very colorful. I absolutely just love how colorful it is. I make it colorful obviously, but the month was absolutely busy, and I think this is the first month that I have actually felt like I've been as social as I was pre-2020. Like, I literally was talking to my friends over the weekend. I was like, oh my God, I really need to put socialization back into my budget because tagging things towards transportation, towards travel, towards dining out is actually just eating up my budget because I'm actually not exactly doing those things. I'm going out with my friends and I want to have a specific budget for that. So just looking at my planner and how crazy it has been has made me realize I do need to have another socialization budget. But the month of February was absolutely incredible, you guys. So for the first time in my life, something that I can tick off from my 100 dreams, I went to a theater. I went to the Queen's Theatre in London and we watched the Phantom of the Opera. Heard so many good things about it, watched it, and I loved it. I would see it in a heartbeat. Like, I want to go back and see it again. It was just such an amazing experience. Never done it before. I'm so glad I did it, and I'm already looking to book somewhere closer to me this time. So this is something that I'll be doing once a month moving forward. Again, a reason why I do need a socialization budget. So that is one thing that I've never done before that I did this month. I met up with my girls. My nephew is here for his half-term break, which I'm super happy about. I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling. I have been doing a lot of new things in the month of March and it really makes me happy. February is also the first month where I have not traveled abroad on purpose because I love traveling abroad every single month. Living in the UK, mainland Europe is a stone throw away for me. Northern Africa is also a stone throw away for me, so I could go to these destinations as many times as I want. But for the month of February, I chose to rest. For the month of March, I'll be traveling, but for February, I chose to rest. And also, I traveled twice in the month of January, so a sister needs a break. So that is what has happened in the month of February. Exciting things. I did have a number of goals. So one of the goals was for me to work out early. This is something that I started in January when I went back to the gym. I've been working up really early. Well, I work up at 5 a.m. I wake up at 5 a.m. every day. So I figured between 5:30 and 6 a.m. I go to the gym. So I've been pretty good with that, but I won't say that I've been doing it every day. It's been a struggle, but I've been doing the best that I can. So I'm happy with how I have been doing so far, and hopefully in the month of March, I will improve on that. Saving extra towards my emergency fund is another goal that I had, and I've been doing that. And then I also said, you know, when I'm not traveling, when I'm not abroad, or maybe just in another part of the country, I need to make sure that I go to church in person. I'm a Christian and I believe in God. Whatever you obviously, I'm not going to be telling you who you should believe in, but I I have not been going into like a physical building for so long. Like 2020 is the time when I last went, and it's just been difficult to integrate back. Not because I'm scared that people have got, you know, the C word or what have you, but it's just been really tough to get back to normal or some resemblance of normalcy. But since December, I made a decision to start going, and I've been going, and every single month I'm putting this into my planner to remind me that this is what I should be doing when I'm not traveling or when I'm not away from home. So that is another thing that I am very proud of myself for having done. So in terms of saving, I said save £500, invest £500, done that. I haven't done something to do with property investing that I really should do, but I've got a couple of days before the month ends, and I'm really hoping that I do it, because in March I do have to attend a property event for 3 days, and I would like to be prepared before I go. Then I obviously said working out 3 times a week. Well, I said working out in the morning, and then in the goals I split it down into 3 times a week, which I have done. And one of the things that I wanted to see was Phantom of the Opera. I did. Going to bed early has not happened at all. I normally go to bed at 9 p.m., but it's been a struggle in February. And yeah, so the month of February has been absolutely incredible. What I love in my planner is I do have a page here where, oh my god, it's so bright, like you really can't see it. I may have to just take a picture of this, but it's reflect on your month. So the first question is, did I reach the goals this month? And if not, why not? I did, and I'm very happy. And obviously there are some that I did not reach, and I'll write down why I didn't reach them, but I'm very happy with what I've done so far. On the scale of 1 to 10, how do I feel about the progress I have made this month? I'll give it an 8, because there definitely has been room for improvement for me that I could have taken. So I'm going to give it an 8. Otherwise, the month has been absolutely great. Why do I feel this about the progress of this month? I've just answered. And then there's also this lovely wheel chart here, like life balance wheel, where you shaded how you felt each area of your life went. So I'll do that separately as well. And then what are the 3 things that I can improve next month, and what major actions do I have to take? This one, honestly, I haven't thought about it, so I'm not going to include it in this video, but I need to think about those 3 things I would like to improve. Maybe definitely want to work out a lot more than I've been doing. So even if I'm not going into the gym, I want to be doing some home workouts. So I think that's something I need to put in. I want to continue obviously with going to the theater at least once a month. I would like to do that, and also just spending more time with my friends and my family. So those are the things that I would like to improve on next month, even though thinking about them now, most of them don't make sense, but who cares? I'm gonna figure it out as I write things in. So that has been the month of February. Now we're going to move to the month of March, where I do have like a couple of things that I have put into this document. I've got some goals this side, the planner, and just a lot of things that I would like to do. So in terms of goals for the month of March, my cousin is getting married in April, so I need to buy tickets for me and my mom for the month, in the month of March. I need to budget my bonus as well, but because I say budget when I need just send all of it, like 95% of it, to my emergency fund, to be honest, because I really need to beef up my emergency fund. And then another goal is to attend the 3-day event, property investing event that I have. So I will be doing that. I'll be traveling to my parents. Also, I'll be traveling abroad to see a friend. So I've got a lot of things already in the books, as you saw highlighted in here, and I'm excited about that. And I've also booked a spa for me and my sister. So I have a membership to a spa, and I get 6 free visits a year, and I pay about £24 a month. And what I try and do is, because I've got 6 free visits, I try to go every 6 weeks. That's kind of just how I am playing it. So, and I can bring guests. So I'm bringing my sister. I brought her last month. We had an amazing time. Bringing her in the month of March as well. Really looking forward to that as well. And obviously if I throw in the theater, well, Bob's Ranko, it's shaping up to be like it's gonna be an incredible month. I'm super excited about that. Now let's switch over to looking at my 3-month goals. So in this planner, I do, again, it's very bright. I apologize because I'm filming in the morning and the sun is just really out, but I'm happy anyway because I love natural light. So for my Q1 goals, so this plan allows me to plan my 3 monthly goals. So for Q1, I wanted to get as close to £50,000 in my pension as I possibly can. Obviously with this one, it's one of my main goals for 2023. I would like to reach 50k in my pension investments and 25k in my pre-pension investments. So for me, it's not exactly reaching 50k here, but more getting close to that amount. And what I love about my planner is it tells you, write down what the goal is, write down why you want it, and then if you achieve it, what is your reward. And this is such an adult thing. I have said if I reach 50k in my investments, my pension, I am going to buy myself a Dyson Hoover, because why not? And secondly, because Dyson Hoovers are so expensive, like you need to plan for them, you need to save for them. And so this is going to be my thing. I think I'm going to reach this in the first half of 2023, but we shall see. So we'll see. I will do a net worth update in March and I'll share with you exactly where I am with that. And then again, the planner allows me to write down the tactics of how exactly I'm going to achieve my goals. So it asks you to put in place action steps that allow you. So for me, it's like sending extra income that I have towards my SIP, towards my my ISA. It's sending money, doing salary sacrifice at work. All of this good stuff is the steps that I'm taking to ensure that I'm able to reach my target. My second goal is to reach 25k in my pension investment, and I have actually reached that. I reached that in January. I literally could not believe it. Like the market just worked in my favor, and right now we're still trending above 25,000 for my pre-pension investments, which makes me really happy. So for that one, I told myself that I was going to get a Kindle because I've been reading a lot, and I've been thinking for fictional books or non-fiction books, I will try and read them on the Kindle. And then for financial, personal finance, investing books, I'm gonna buy hard copies because I'm running out of space in my bookcase here. So I'm gonna try and do, unless they are finance related books, because I like to highlight things and what have you, I will be just buying them on my Kindle. And I signed up for Kindle Unlimited, and I have 3 months free at the moment, so I think I'll start paying in April. So I did that. I'm very happy to have accomplished one of my goals. My third goal is to fully fund my 3-month emergency fund. So I'm trying to do 6 months, but I am actually focusing on 3 months first. So I am actually going to be able to accomplish this next month. So I am saying buy flights. This is why one of my goals is to buy flights in February for me and my mom, but it's also an award that I'm going to give myself. So it's all working out. I would like to also go number 4 is to reach 3 months again in my rental expenses. This one I got close, then I put money from it, and I am hoping I'll reach that. But because this one doesn't look like I'll be reaching it in the next month or so, I did put like I should buy myself an iPad Pro outright if I manage to reach this goal as soon as possible. Because I only wrote it this month, I'm not gonna stick to the 3 months as in ending in March. But yeah, those are my goals. So now what we're going to do is we are going to get my laptop and we are going to go through my budget. Now, with my budget, I'm going to start the screen record in a second, and I'll shrink myself to the corner. So I'm starting the screen record now. So the first thing that you notice is that I have changed up the template. So I bought a template from Etsy in November, December, loved it, but then I needed to tweak it to match my needs. So I changed things up. I used inspiration from that template that I bought and just started from scratch and made my own thing. So I'm glad I have done that. So first thing, month of February, and I don't call it a budget, I call it money management. Total income that I've brought in so far is over £8,000, and I have just under £2,700 left to spend. Now I don't spend all of it, even though I do zero-based budgeting. The money that is left to spend is actually part of my buffer plus my next month bill money. So for income salary, I've got various sources here listed out. I thought I was going to bring in 5,100. I brought in over £8,000. And then if we go down, we can look at my bill summary. A lot of my bills have come through. One that I under budgeted is my spa. I thought that was going to be my usual £24, but I forgot that we did a lot more activities when we went in the month of January, so the bill came out in February, so it was £58.30. And then I got an email to tell me that my bill for my Equifax, which is for my credit score, my credit report, and just tracking my identity and stuff like that, is going up. So normally it's $7.95, and in my previous video that's what I said, but it's actually going up to almost £11. So that is why this is in red as well. Then I have included my rental summary here, my rental expenses, because before I said I'm gonna keep that separate, but to be honest, everything goes into one account and was getting really confusing. I'm gonna make a video about this because even I get confused with all of the expenses left, right, and center. Even though I'm on top of it and I check it every day, sometimes I also struggle with budgeting. So I put all of my rental stuff here, and I think there's only one landlord insurance that is yet to come out. It always comes out at the end of the month. And then here you can see expense tracking, so I track all of my expenses here, and then that is then reflected in the expense summary here. So I've got a few categories here, and the expense track at the bottom populates here. So all of the items that I have currently in red, I have overspent, and I'm not mad about this because I'm putting it down to conscious spending. Even though I know I have overspent, it's because I knew I have the money to spend it, and that's why it is the way it is. And then if we look at my savings, here I have got my investments, I've got my emergency fund and sinking funds, and I thought I was going to send $850. I'm glad to have sent over $1,200. And then I've got a debt summary because I share with you debt-free Friday videos where I talk about my loan that I took out last year. So my minimum payment for myself, I said, is $500. I always pay more than that. And then extra mortgage, I'm trying to throw a little bit. Also, it's just to round it up to £900. So this £28 7, if you add it to 871 and 93 pence, this adds up to £900. So I'm trying to send £900 to my mortgage as opposed to just 871. This is just something I'm doing for myself. So if we look at my budget summary for the month of February, 18% so far has gone to my main bills, 12% to my rental, 14% to my expenses, 16% to my savings, 7% to debt. I'm not mad about that, and so far I have used 67% of my overall income that I brought in, which is not bad at all. I'm really happy about this. And again, conscious spending is what I follow a lot with my budgeting. I do 50, 30, 20. I do zero-based budgeting, but also conscious spending all in one, and I'll do a video about that in the next coming weeks. But that is my budget for the month of February. Ever spending in a lot of expenses, variable expenses, but not mad about that. Now we're going to move over to the month of March, and I'll show you exactly what I'm planning to work with. So I'm planning to work with about £11,000 in the month of March. There's a lot of bills that I have. This is why I have a notebook separately where I write down what bills do I have that are coming up. So the month of March is the first month when I have a lot of annual bills. So my home emergency insurance is coming up. My buildings and contents insurance is coming up for renewal. These are type of insurances that I pay for on an annual basis. and this is why I have a sinking fund. So I'm bringing in a lot of money to pay for all of these annual bills, and you'll see the same in the month of April as well. So in terms of my main bills, nothing has changed. I'm still going to be spending about £1,700. The only difference actually I should highlight is my water bill. I am highlighting this one because normally I pay on once I receive a bill, that's when I pay, and I pay February. I received the bill in February and in August. So I just got my bill a few days ago, and it's going to come out in the month of March. So that bill is of 117. I have a sinking fund for this. This also adds to why I am working with a lot of money in the month of March. So my water bill is one of the only differences here for my main bills. So my rental bills still the same, under £1,000. Expenses tracker is obviously empty because there's nothing here, but again, nothing too drastically different here, except for, like I mentioned, I am adding socialization back into my budget because I am back to my pre-2020 lifestyle. I'm going out a lot, spending time with my friends. So you will notice that this is actually quite high in terms of my spending. I always spend about less than £1,000 on myself, but I have moved my tithe and giving into this bucket, which I try to do 10% of whatever I bring in. This excludes my savings because I always tithe on those already, so I don't include that. So this is where this number is so high. Then for my savings and investments, still the same, but I'm actually hoping to send a lot more towards my emergency fund, and hopefully when I do, this will help me surpass my goal that I have, one of my 4 goals that I have for Q1. So I'm hoping to send about 5,200 to my savings and my investments as well. So again, nothing too drastically different from my usual budget. Outside of the fact that I will be working with a lot more income in the month of March, and I will be sending a lot to my savings. I will be paying for a lot of annual bills as well. So because of that, it has added up. So I think that is all we're going to talk about in today's video. I'm not going to cover the books because I still have about 3 or 4 books that I'm reading, and maybe I'll cover them in my April reset. But for the month of March, we are already over 20 minutes in this video, so I'm not going to include the books in this video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.